of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Nifty footwork at the 45. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, yellow. There's a line. Check in. It's on field. It's on field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he spins free. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Attack, attack! Check, 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 check! Yellow, yellow!
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
at their own 23-yard line.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check three, check three, check three. Come on. Go, it's a motion.
Throwing on first down. Fields. He finds Matthews. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Fields. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Got it. 54. Mike 54. I got you, punk. Shoot, shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They run. Robinson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play fake. Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And Matthews makes the grab. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. And read. I'm coming.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Set. Hut. 60 out low. Check. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 61. Let's watch. Right. Shit.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Yellow. I'm going on. Check 43. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Get ready. Get ready.
First down, Chiefs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Watch your slant.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And
that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down. Score. Hey, check. Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the gun, Fields. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now here's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the kick by Butker is good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. This is McCaffrey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go, D. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, alert 3.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Who that? Check the backer. Get him on. West.
To throw on second down. Fields. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to make it third down and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
You got tight right there. Kill. Yellow. 36. Showing it. Motion. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Luke Kuechly able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 22, Mahomes buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Let's go. Let's do it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Hey, Rimley.
Check safety.
Hey, 50.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Brian Burns in there for the sack. And he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a 3rd quarter in Indy. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. We've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Mahomes. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ready. Hey, against the money. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check. What?
They'll run on first down. Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
49, check 49, check 49.
Begin.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a run with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run, successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, they scared. Right there. Cover. 54 Mike. Not here.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Lucky. Check 24. Hustle. Hey, Mike's 50. Let's go one more.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Check it out. Watch it. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. D. Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
43, 15.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Yellow. Right. And let's delay. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, 43.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final